Well, it was a nail-biter last night in the Democratic primary for Wisconsin governor. Early this morning, just after 2:30, the AP calling the race for David Crowley, who will now face Republican Tiffany in November. You see there progressive Democratic candidate Francesca Hong, who was leading Crowley in the polls heading into election night. And Crowley had the endorsement of current Governor Tony Evers. While still waiting on a final tally late last night, Hong thanked her supporters. And in a statement from Crowley's campaign early this morning, here's what they had to say. Now, David is focused on bringing people together, earning the support of Democrats, Republicans, independents, and anyone who believes Wisconsin is at its best when we work together and deliver results.
So here's a look at how close this race was on the Democratic side. David Crowley edged out Francesca Hong by just a percentage point.
Yeah, those vote totals less than 3,000 apart. Current Governor Tony Evers, who endorsed Crowley, as we said, posted on X before the race was called, and he said, quote, "I'm so proud of David. He's the future of our party, and I can't wait for him to be our next governor," end quote.
Crowley will now take on Tiffany in November's general election after Tiffany beat out Andy Mansky in a landslide, taking a little over 95% of the votes.
And election results in the city of Milwaukee last night were delayed after what election officials are calling a human error.
Yeah, so our Alana Johnson joins us live in studio to break down what exactly happened. Good morning, Alana.
Yeah, good morning. Officials tell us there are two things that can be downloaded from a voting machine: audit data and your votes. Paulina Gutierrez, the executive director of the Milwaukee Election Commission, says when it was time to upload the results, someone downloaded the audit data to 5 out of 9 hard drives instead. Gutierrez worked with her team to reprint the results in front of the public and re-uploaded them. She emphasized no data was lost and walked us through the process of correcting the issue.
It was a mistake that the wrong report, the button on the machine was the wrong one that was pressed. These things happen, but we have multiple levels of security. We've got paper copies here. You can see exactly that nothing has changed from when we first printed to now what we're doing now. What we're doing here is being completely transparent.
This comes at a time where Milwaukee elections have been criticized. The FBI came to the Cream City back in May with inquiries surrounding the 2020 election. And Gutierrez says that this is a conversation that continues today and maybe into the days ahead. In studio, Alana Johnson, TMJ4 News.
All right, thanks, Alana. And as those results were coming in, it was really neck and neck between David Crowley and Francesca Hong.
Our chief political reporter, Charles Benson, stayed late into the night, into the early morning hours even, to break down those latest numbers for us.
All right, here's what we know. It's a little bit after 1:30 in the morning, and what an election this has been. If you're a fan of close elections in Wisconsin, put this one in the history books, because look at what we got here so far. David Crowley, with about 98% of the vote in, he is leading with about 4,000 advantage there over Francesca Hong in an election that has been razor thin all night. How did he get where he is? Well, look at the counties that David Crowley was able to pile up. He won a lot of counties. When you look at Francesca Hong, not as many, but she still was able to get more than 300,000 votes. So let's look at the totals when we go and zoom in into some of the biggest counties that needed to go Francesca Hong's way. Here we are in Dane County, and look how she runs up the scoreboard there. She gets about 11,000 more votes than David Crowley in her base of Dane County. But look over in Milwaukee County. David Crowley running up the scoreboard there by not a lot, but he gets about a 2,300 margin vote there, victory for him in Milwaukee County. We're still waiting to see what the final numbers tell us on who the Democratic nominee will be. But at this point, at 1:30 in the morning, these are the numbers that we are seeing across the state of Wisconsin. Again, David Crowley holding on to a narrow lead in what has been a night that has surprised many in Wisconsin politics.